Hi, my name's Stephanie. Welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a book shopping and book haul video. I feel really weird filming in bookshops. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna get told off by the people who work there. And I'm also like really embarrassed when other people are like looking at the books in the aisle and then they're seeing me film. But I'm gonna try and film as much as I can. So today in this video I'm going to be showing you some footage that I actually took a little while ago. I went to a rural town like 5 hours from where I live. It's a beautiful town this time of year, like very autumnal vibes. It's so beautiful. Years ago the town just had someone, I don't know if it was one person or they all collectively decided to plant maple trees, but they all did. So then like now when it turns to autumn, people flock to the town and they take pictures with the beautiful trees, and it's just like, it's a really lovely place. And I went camping there. I was gonna do like a camping come read with me kind of video, but it ended up being a lot more people there like camping with us than I realized, and I just felt like I didn't want to be rude and like go off and just read or I didn't want to be like a weirdo filming myself read where everyone could see me, so I didn't end up doing that. I wish I did though, because it would have been amazing, but I still want to show you the footage. I'll show you a bit of the like landscape, and then I'll show you the little bookshop I went to. It's like beautiful little bookshop. So yeah, let's go. While I was there were a couple books that I saw, one in particular called Butter by Asako Yuzuki. At the time I just kind of saw it as like a book that had just come out and people were talking about it. I was like, I don't need to buy it, I don't need to read it. But then I've seen a couple of people recently do reviews on this book, specifically Paperbacks and Daisies and Lost in Her Pages on Instagram, and they've said really great things about it, and it seems to be quite a new, unique premise. It's about someone who is accused of being a serial killer after she lures men in with her cooking. And I haven't read further than that in the synopsis, and I feel like that's, yeah, all I need to know because it's very gripping. It's a great premise. So I'm going to try and find that at a few different places. I do sometimes look up online to see if they have them, but I also just like going there and browsing, so it's gonna be the luck of the draw if I can find it or not. Hopefully I can. There's also a couple of other books that have just come out that I'm a bit interested in. One of them is The Ministry of Time. I can't remember what the author's name is. To be honest, I haven't heard many amazing reviews about this book, but honestly, I kind of just want to read it because it's about time travel, and like time travel is one of my favorite tropes, especially because Back to the Future is my favorite movie. Yeah, I love time travel and I love seeing all the iterations of time travel. I'm recently watching something. What am I watching? Was it a movie? Oh, The Flash. The Flash movie. To be honest, it's okay. I actually kind of haven't watched most of it, but the way they talk about time was interesting in how, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Not important. Maybe when I read The Ministry of Time. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking for that. There's probably a couple of others that will catch my eye. To be honest, I shouldn't really be buying more books, but I just get in my head like a book and their premise, and then I just can't stop thinking about it until I get the book. The funny thing is, when I get the book, I just let it sit there and I don't really read it. But these I'm going to make the effort to, and I say that, and you're going to hold me accountable to read these books. If I haven't come back and said I've read these books within the next month, you please need to comment on everything. Have you read these books? Where are they? Where are your reviews for them? Where are the reading blogs? Like, I need to be held accountable. So yeah, I'll be going to a few different places. Nothing too crazy, to be honest. Like, the area where I live, there's not too many like bookshops. It's more just like shops that also sell books. So unfortunately, I can't show you some really beautiful indie bookshops. But when I get a chance to go, I definitely will be filming. So yeah, please enjoy the montage of shopping. Over the next day or two, I'll be going to a couple of different bookshops. I can't go all in the one day because I do work. And then I'll come back for a book haul and show you what I got. So yeah, please enjoy the book shopping. back with the book haul. I did get some books, quite a few. So the one that I was talking about earlier, Butter, I did not find it at the store, but I did end up ordering it online. So Butter by Asako Yuzuki, as discussed. This book just sounds so good. And it's kind of new for me to be reading more adult fiction. I feel like I'm so excited about all the things there are to read, because previously I pretty much exclusively just read young adult and then also fantasy stuff. So I feel like since studying my writing and editing course, because of all the books I was exposed to, I feel like I missed out on a whole section of books that I kind of just weren't interested in looking at. I just thought they were all boring, meandering fiction, and I was kind of confused as to why there were so many in the bookshops usually. Learning that is not the case at all. I'm really looking forward to this. This one says, gourmet cook Manako sits in Tokyo detention house convicted of the serial murders of lonely businessmen who she is said to have seduced with her delicious home cooking. And I don't want to read anymore, but you can read the synopsis here if you like. So the next one that I got at Big W, I got The Gathering by CJ Tudor. This one I really don't know too much about. It looks really big and stuff, but the writing is really spaced out on the inside, so it would be a quick one, I think. It first reads as a crime novel, but then the further down you go, it's kind of are they alluding to vampires? And then I looked it up online, and yes, they are alluding to vampires, because this does include vampires. So I thought that was really cool. It says, are they hunting a cold-blooded murderer or a bloodthirsty monster? And which is more dangerous? I really hope it's not just pretending there's vampires, and there actually is. So this is the full synopsis if you want to read it. But I feel yeah, at the moment I'm really more interested in more a little bit scary, a little bit thrillery books. Again, it's it feels like a whole new genre for me to tap into, because previously I was so scared of anything. I never watched scary movies whatsoever. They had the being a hint of scary or creepy, I wouldn't watch it. And same with books, wouldn't do that. But I don't know, recently I feel I actually am really wanting to watch scary movies. I think because some people in my life have kind of forced me to watch scary and creepy movies, and I'm actually kind of into them. This one I hopefully will get to soon. Probably I'm gonna say that for all of them. But yeah, the next one is The Ministry of Time by Colleen Bradley. This one is the one I was talking about earlier that I wanted to get, and it has a surprise, a really cool spine. How good. I love the shimmery color. It's so cool. To be honest, I read the synopsis again of this, and I really am not too sure exactly what it's about. It kind of is a bit vague, and I have heard that there's not much necessarily going on, a little bit boring, but I'm sometimes in the mood for slow stuff. So this is the synopsis, which you can see kind of vague. It kind of alludes to someone finding out about Spotify and what a washing machine is and all that kind of stuff. So I like that kind of trope of someone going into a world and kind of not understanding how it works. And I think especially modern times, someone from the past coming into the present and kind of really confused as to what's going on, and doesn't know what most of the things we use day to day actually do. Hopefully get to this soon. I'm really excited to read all of these, to be honest. So the last one I got is Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. It is one I haven't really heard of. I haven't seen anyone read this, but what really got me is it says a cozy fantasy steeped in love. It has, from what I understand, these two people from this fantasy world end up wanting to just leave their lives behind and just go open a bookshop instead and serve tea and cakes and forget all their responsibilities, which I think is really understandable, I guess, because often when I read fantasy I kind of think there's so much pressure for these people to live up to whatever society is pushing on them, or the role that they're given in the society. So it's just interesting to see from the perspective of people who actually no, I don't want to do this, I just want to open a bookshop. The description seems really, really cozy. This is the description here of the book. It's just so cute, and the front is just bookshelves and two little people sitting by a fire. I will be soon doing a reading vlog of cozy fantasy books. I have this one, and then I also have Legends and Lattes that I haven't read that I kind of want to read. Also the second Emily Wilde book, because yeah, I love that. So these are all the books that I ended up getting. My book buying band's not going so well, but that's okay. So these, hopefully you will see videos of soon. And like I said earlier, if you don't, please message me or comment on things, because I need to be held accountable. I don't have anyone that holds me accountable to read books, so I need that. So if you've read any of these books, please let me know in the comments below, and not too spoilery, but do let me know what you thought or if you think it's worth reading. So as always, my Instagram is down below if you want to check me out there. I'm often more on there than I am here, but I've been quite consistent on here, which I'm pretty proud of. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.